Greetings, humans. Spinning Mantis here for the next episode of our Long Dark gameplay walkthrough. Thanks so much for joining me. What we're going to do today is we are going to head up the mountain, into the mine, and over to Pleasant Valley. What I did over the past couple days, since I last recorded, was I went out, trapped a bunch of rabbits, made my rabbit mittens again, finally. So here's the rabbit mittens, 100%. Fixed up all my clothes pretty much. Fixed up my deerskin pants. I also built the deerskin boots. And that is all looking good. I basically, look, I'm carrying, traveling really light. I'm not like bringing everything over there. This is just sort of traveling food. I stripped this down. The only thing I'm really carrying a lot of is fuel, so I can keep everything well lit while we do videos. Didn't bring the rifle, didn't bring the bow and arrows. I also built some arrows. But anyway, I fixed up all my gear over here, and I'm not carrying any trade skill items. Should I grab one each of those? So funny. So funny. Yeah, I just want one more thing. Yeah, I am gonna grab one rabbit skin and one deer skin that I have. If I need to repair. One rabbit skin, one deer skin. Just so, in case I need to repair while I'm over there, get attacked by something, I can probably find gut and cure it up over there. Shouldn't be too hard. So what we're going to do today is go up the mountain, get to the mine, and head to Pleasant Valley. Now, Pleasant Valley is a huge zone. I think it's the biggest zone in the game. I think Coastal Highway is also really big, but a lot of that is just taken up by that frozen lake. This zone, Pleasant Valley, is huge. And I've really spent the least amount of time there of any zone in the game. So we are going to explore that together, check out all the sites. I know some things that are there, but I certainly haven't explored the whole map even. I haven't seen everything. I believe there are prepper caches on that map, bunkers, so we'll keep our eye out for our lost hatches. And I mean, the map is so big, I really think that there's quite a few days we're going to spend in that zone. And then after that, I don't know if I'll go on to that straight away. I probably will, just to keep things moving in the series, is we can go to the brand new zone that just came in the last patch called Timberwolf Mountain. Do some of the rock climbing to get up there, and then explore Timberwolf Mountain, and then eventually come all the way back to Coastal Highway if we want to play some extended late or deep game. So that's what I'm thinking we're gonna do during this series. I suppose I could put a cap on what the series should run, you know. I don't think it has to go on indefinitely, you know. I don't know how interesting just watching the pure survival gameplay and not exploring new areas. I don't know how interesting that is. Could be interesting. So I think I run all the way up this way. I should have been sprinting before, because I'm really lightweight, so I can sprint like the wind. Make this trip a lot quicker. And so I think up here I want to cut back up the mountain. And then I'll cut back once again. Once we get a little further up there. Let's have a little snack and stuff. So the idea will be to eat the heavy stuff as we travel. I did bring quite a lot of water. Quite a lot of water. Hey bear. Yeah, that's a bear. That is a bear. That is a bear. So I think we just go back and forth up the mountain till we get to the mine. Not the mime, but the mine. Okay, I just gotta look for the next cutback. Should lead us to the mine. It is really nice to have good equipment now. Finally, like so deep into the series, so many game days played. Probably halfway through the series up to this point is when I had made the rabbit mittens before, and I just got them back now because of the save game issues. Is this where I can cut back? Yeah, I think it is. So cut back at that trailer. And I think this is going to lead me to the mine. So we're just going to go through the mine. I think we already looted it up pretty well last time, but we have plenty of room since we're traveling so light. We can loot anything we want in the mine. No reason going in this direction to pick up any coal because when we want to do some forging again, we'll be coming back towards the zone. And then we have to pass through this zone to get to Desolation Point, which is where the forge is. So, no need to be messing with no coal. I think this is the entrance. Super sweet. So we've got 9 hours of daylight left. The temperature is good. We're reasonably rested. Our appetites are satisfied for the time being. Speaking of, I could really use some mochi right now, some green tea mochi. After I finish this recording, I will probably get some. Trader Joe's sells this green tea mochi, which is really great. If you've never had green tea ice cream, you should give it a try. It's quite delicious. I have looted all of these things. All of these things have been looted. So yeah, I also knew that we'd be going through the tunnel. So brought plenty of gasoline. Or kerosene. I think all this stuff has been looted. Taz. So we're taking all rights here. I don't know if that's right, but certainly that right is not right. It was not for him either. Wonder if they will introduce any sort of rock slides or cave-ins in the game as an active event. I don't think so. Would be cool though. So hopefully, I think with this tunnel, like, even if you take the different routes, they all lead to Pleasant Valley, so fingers crossed. So that's our goal, to just get through this and out into the new zone. And the new zone's quite different. Alright, some stuff to loot. Good deal. Just another reason why when you're traveling to a new zone, you don't really load up when you're just going to explore a new zone or heading into one of the big zones, is because you will pick up so many things along the way. This game really is pretty big on inventory management. It's an important part of the game. I'm just waiting for, like, one day they're gonna add some sort of, like, weird enemy that you're not expecting that, like, pops out of nowhere. You can definitely tell I'm walking slower. I don't know if I've, interesting little room here. Anything down here? You'd think that would be a nice little secret stash spot, but let's go up the stairs, shall we? Yeah, so I think there's multiple routes to Pleasant Valley through this mine. So I guess it's a lot of switchbacks and stuff. So that has stuff on the other side. I've been in a bunch of mines in this game, so it's hard to remember which one was which. Oh yeah, this is the one with the big giant cave in the middle. Or this is the one with the broken scaffolding, which you can walk across. Like that. So that was kind of obvious that you get to it by walking around there. Definitely like that. So yeah, I was figuring when we get to the end game, the deep game, once we've been all through Pleasant Valley and through Timberwolf Mountain, we will settle down in the coastal highway and start working on our hunting skills. First thing we'll do is probably try to hunt a bear with the rifle. Builds the bear stuff, the bear bedroll, I think, which I've never built before. So, Pleasant Valley. It just says leave mine. It didn't say what zone it is. That's really weird. Did I come out somewhere else in a coastal highway? Oh, it's really weird. I thought it would normally say like Pleasant Valley. Well, that certainly says Pleasant Valley. It feels like 47 degrees, and we've got 8 hours of daylight left. Let's continue to lighten our load Because we picked up a lot of stuff in that mine. So, I believe we're up on a hill. Don't think we want to go that way. This seems like a horribly steep precipice. Yeah. I totally went the wrong way. Yeah, oh yeah. Over to the left there looks like, that looks like the road, not the horribly steep precipice. Alright, we can go pick up some OMB. So, the way this zone is laid out is there's kind of like two big roads you can follow. One doesn't have a whole lot of stuff on it. It runs kind of east-west along the top of the map. We want to get onto the big north-south road, which goes all the way through the map. But I'm not seeing any roads yet. Any proper roads. These are all kind of natural roadways. Man. So I'm too heavy to sprint. So this should be like, this weather's getting rough, y'all. There should be like a little town at the bottom of the map, and like I should reach a river, and so like, I mean I can't just walk across the map forever without running into the river, so feels like 48, so even though it's snowing like crazy, temperature's not really dropping. What's the real temperature? So it's 10 with a negative 17 wind chill. And it feels like a nice 48 to us. So, the thing about this map, Pleasant Valley, super easy to get lost on because it is heavily forested. If you get away from the roads, there's large areas of forest. Like in Mystery Lake, you see, you can really get turned around. Yeah, and the map's just huge. So there's all that forest part, and then there is a big farm part of the map. And then so that will be fun. We can check out all these farm areas. Let's check this out. So hopefully we will run into the river soon. I don't know what that noise was. So we go down the hill. Hoping that's the river down there. I think it is. So I suppose once we get down there, we'll come to a village really soon by a bridge that goes across the river before getting into the main part of the map. So this is just all sort of the edge of the map, the north part of the map, coming out of the mountains, and then there will be a little kind of village and a bridge, and once you get past the bridge you'll be in the big part of the map as you move south across the bridge and across the river. So I think what we'll do is, for the time being, we will set up just in that little village. If you're going to spend a lot of time in this map, I would guess like one of the farmhouses would be ideal. There's lots of like really cool big houses and houses with basements and stuff, so there's a lot to explore on this map and a lot to gather. So there's the bridge. Oh yeah, so a lot of these houses are unfinished. It's like they're being worked on. So we got plenty of daylight. We're probably going to camp out in this area. So this is your first look at these unfinished style buildings. I don't really think you come across... Yeah, maybe you come across a couple more of these in this zone. So that's the thing, reclaimed wood, huh? Don't really know if we should bother picking up that reclaimed wood. If we get stuck out in the weather, we'll be glad we did. There's a frozen wolf on my screen. Wow, that puts off some weird light when you all up close on it like that. What's in the trunk? What's in the trunk? Nothing in the back. So I think from now on, even though it looks trashy, I'm gonna leave the door up on, leave the hood up on cars that have looted, just as a little marker. 6 hours of daylight left. Yeah, I guess rather than camp out here, we're gonna have plenty of time to make it it's like a farmhouse or something. Even though we are getting slower, sort of have a base more in the middle of the map rather than so far on the north edge. So as one house is burned and the other house is under construction, if you want to stay in the north area, this would be the house of choice. It is practically buried by snow. Don't know why anyone would want to live on this little plot of land. think we may have even, it is possible we may have even passed the rock climbing area on the way in. I think it's up the mountain. We came down the mountain. So yeah, it's possible we passed it without really paying attention. We don't want to go there yet. We're gonna have plenty of time to explore that new zone.
I think I can use this.
Gotta be something in there. Okay, small little house.
Probably useful.
That is a bonus. The pea coat, I'm not sure. It might be better than the coat I'm wearing. Could be. Who puts shoes in drawers? That's weird. It's weird to put shoes in drawers. I might actually just dump the wood by the door here. So yeah, like if you're really getting super laden and want to be able to move at a decent clip, gonna leave the water in that toilet. You know, you can just stow some stuff. So we will put that raw meat back in there. It's heavy. And then we'll go ahead and put that in there. So the basic stuff to make a fire. And then let's eat some heavy stuff. So we would like to drain some sodas because they're heavy. Cool. Alright. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down this main road. And yeah, just go to the next river, and I think by the next river is where the farmhouse is. There's actually houses on the other side of the bridge, so 5 hours of daylight. I think the town on the other side of this here bridge is a little more finished. Nope, burnt down. Burnt down. So that one on the left looks like a legit house. Both of them do. But over here, it's all burnt. It got turnt. Turnt and burnt. Squirrent. What you want? So yeah. It'd be cool if they did something with the burnt out houses. Like something you can gather from them. I don't know. Also be cool, well, there's not supposed to be any electricity. I was going to say if there's somewhere you had to duck under electric wires, but this game is like pretty much saying there's no electricity, so this is another under construction house. See, that thing on the front looks like a mailbox. I don't know, maybe it's not a mailbox. So go into this house under construction. Alright. So for now we're gonna... It's so hard to leave the loot. So hard. So yeah, if it comes down to it, I will drop the I suppose it's better to loot the place and then drop a bunch of stuff in a pile than to just leave it where it is. I mean, just a choice really, but kind of indicates to you that you've been through that area already. So I will probably go ahead and put a bunch of stuff in the refrigerator here so that I can make better time to the farmhouse. Derp-a-derp, derp-derp. Checking around back because I'm pretty sure some of the places in the zone have basements or cellars that you can get into through those little doors that open into the ground. Oh hey, it's a rural store. So stores, you tend to find a lot of stuff. Well, a lot of stuff. So we are going to loot everything indiscriminately. Every piece of everything. Then, if we need to, we will make a big pile somewhere. Or stick things in a drawer somewhere. It's more like maybe more of a general store, convenience store. Yep, so much newsprint, so much newsprint. Don't think I've ever found a fridge empty like that before. And just back here, just a little break room, little employee room.
This stuff will come in handy.
Can always use another bandage. Didn't bring any coffee or tea with me, but I've already found more coffee and tea. So that's good. So that's the store then. I am just going to go ahead and stow some stuff in here. Yeah, I'm just carrying around too much stuff. So let's transfer all those, transfer those, transfer the book. Let's put all the metal in there. We're down to 107. Reclaim wood, tinder plug. Alright, so we're still not super speedy, but we're definitely better than before. Should be able to move at a decent clip over to the farmhouse, which is sort of like in the middle of the map. Getting cloudy though. Poor visibility, not ideal, but it's cool to look at. So the goal now is just to head down this road, cross another bridge. Then the farmhouse should be in sight from the bridge. Then we'll camp out there and call it night. See some different kind of trees in this area. I try to give each area a little bit different of a look. You'll see more of one kind of tree or another. Certain height on the trees varies. But as with Coastal Highway, I really suggest that in this zone, Pleasant Valley, stick to the road as much as possible, and you should be okay. Only venture off the road on days when you have good visibility, lots of hours of daylight, not a blizzard. Times like this, the game, feels vaguely like Silent Hill. Bigger rabbits over here. Not gonna deviate. We're just keep heading on. This is about 100 feet visibility. Oh man, I'm thinking about that mochi. Thinking about that green tea mochi. Motivation to get to the farmhouse. Get to the farmhouse. I can have my green tea mochi. So is this a bridge? I think if this is the bridge, the farmhouse should be that way. I don't know if this feels like a bridge or not though. I think it's just a road going up a hill. It takes a few minutes to get places. Right, so the heavy stuff. Okay, apparently drinking that can of soda made a huge difference in how fast we can walk. So here is the bridge. So we are just gonna trust our instincts. Yikes. And kind of walk over to where the farmhouse should be. So that's a good sign. It's a very good sign. That type of fencing. A little break in the fencing for me. Alright, alright. Wow, this is like 50 feet visibility. It's a pretty big plot of land, you know, like there's a chance I completely missed the farmhouse. So that's like an outbuilding, I think. It's not the farmhouse itself. Who knows how many hours of daylight it's like? I just don't know. Seriously. Check out the outbuildings. Quickly. I don't know what that is. Something was burnt down over here. Old burnt down house. Maybe that's one of the ones that has a basement. We did find that one in the transition zone before the house was burned down, but we were able to get into the basement. Huh. There we go. There's the good old farmhouse. I'll tell you what. What's that? Is that a dead rabbit? I'll take it. And guess what? You can actually get into the trucks from room. Very cool. Very cool indeed that you can get into those things. There's the target archery target that I heard about. Heck yeah. Well, that was awesome. Let's get up in this house, shall we? There's a weird noise too. Weird bird noise. It's getting dark. It's getting dark. So this isn't the barn, I don't think. I think this is the farmhouse. There's also a barn, which will, this is the barn. Well, there's a farmhouse too. Not just the barn. I wonder how many hours we got left. Odd lighting. Wish you could take those air fresheners. That'd be cool. Oh, okay. Smoky pokey. Okay, it's like a workshop. I wonder. I don't know if there's like a proper farmhouse or if this is all there is. There's just this barn. I don't know. We are so heavily laden, I think, that... So is there no place to sleep? That's the barn house. There may not be a place to sleep in there. It's really kind of funky, I suppose. Oh, there's a farmstead. I forgot. That's not in this place. Yeah, I don't know how many hours of daylight are left. Really weighed down with a bunch of junk. So, what we're gonna do is bed down here for the night. Just gonna throw all this heavy stuff in a pile. Okay, I think we're doing fine on temperature. We sure are. Put our bedroll down, place it there, and sleep till morning. Since the weather's kind of crappy outside for exploring. Well, did we finish our soda? Nope. Seems legit. There must be a storm outside. So we can't tell what time of day it is. So that will be it for now. Thanks so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and join me for the next episode of our The Long Dark gameplay walkthrough. I really appreciate it. Spinning Mantis out. Namaste.